welcome back to my channel. My name is The Only Pearl and I am here to share very unique knowledge with you, help you, heal you, shift you, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, let's get right into the topic of this video. I wanna make a video for those who feel like they are a healer, they could be a healer, or they are drawn to heal people, heal themselves, heal the world, heal animals, whoever they want to heal. Because I'm a healer myself, I've always been, but before my awakening I had no idea, and I had no idea why I went through some particular things. Some were very heavy, some heavy struggles as a healer, so I want to talk about the signs that you are a healer, so those who resonate with this can benefit from it. Okay, let's go. Okay, the first sign of a healer is extreme sensitivity. Why are healers sensitive? It's because in order to be able to heal energetically somebody, you need to be very attuned to the finest forms of energies. You need to be sensitive in order to receive and sense them. This is the same mechanism that goes to a radio. If the antenna is sensitive, the radio is better at its job. And this same principle applies to us healers. You need to be sensitive in order to be good at what you're doing. You need to be sensitive to energies. That's why you've always been sensitive, emotional, to the finest things. You sense the finest shifts in energies, changes, tones. It's because that's your job. So your sensitivity is a gift. I always wondered, all my childhood, all my teenagers, all up until I awakened, why am I this effing sensitive? Like, I cry about the littlest things. Someone raises their voice a little bit at me and I'm crying immediately like this. But little did I know that it was my purpose. It was a blessing in disguise. It was a blessing in disguise. Everyone always wondered, like, why do you cry about this? The adults in my life, especially at school, did not know how to correctly handle my sensitivity. And I want to say to parents and teachers that if you know a child that is very sensitive, or if your child is very sensitive, please protect them. Because these children are a blessing to this world and they need protection. They need encouragement. I was safe as a child, but I never felt encouraged. I never felt truly protected. I felt like I always had to somehow manage alone, even though my parents were amazing and it's not their fault, but no one just knew how to handle my sensitivity, and that kept me like out of my potential, or like that caused problems later because it caused me trauma when I didn't know and understand and how to handle my sensitivity. So I became so shy I could not go into the world. I was so scared about everything because of the sensitivity trauma. So please encourage these kids. Protect them. Stand by their side and keep their backs. These souls deserve the support. They need more support. So give it to them. Teach them to value their big hearts, their sensitivity. Make them understand what a blessing it is. Teach them to feel proud of their sensitivity, their big heart. This is a flex. One day when I will become a mother, I will make sure that if my child is a sensitive soul, they will feel like the biggest gift on earth. I will make sure that my child knows how big of a gift it is that they are sensitive. I will make them feel so proud of their heart and that gift they carry. It's like you're divine, because sensitive souls are earth angels. There is a quote, let me show you that. It goes like this: sensitive souls are earth angels. They are the healers, the artists, the peacemakers, the lovers, the dreamers, the gentle parent, the warm friend, the feeling of safety. They tread so lightly, yet leave the biggest prints in our hearts. They don't need to toughen up. They need to stay soft, sharing their sensitivity. Their gentleness is a gift to all us. Okay, the next sign is that you don't fit in anywhere, or you fit into very few places, very few careers, very few group settings, very few environments, and you feel overstimulated by many environments. You feel overstimulated by situations that other people seem to manage without any kind of burnouts, any kind of problems. It's because you are meant to pave your own path. Healers on this earth are not meant for the traditional path, the traditional jobs, the traditional life. No, you are meant to create a very unique way. You are meant to create a very different life, a very different way to live, because in order to be a very good healer, you need unique knowledge. You need understanding of the spiritual world, of energies, of the occult, of the unknown, of the hidden. So you cannot achieve that by being very immersed in the matrix. That's why the universe tends to isolate you, and you tend to want to isolate you. Your higher self guides you out of the matrix and to isolation. And why is this? It's because the biggest healers, teachers, legends, spiritual gurus all have to be isolated, because in isolation only can you enlighten. This is why nuns, monks, and other people also in religions, they live in isolation. Temples, in monasteries, because that is the only place they can go quiet and turn inwards. This is the path of starseeds, healers, spiritual teachers. We need to turn inwards because God works through us. If we don't quiet the outside and our physical minds and spend time in meditation, in quietness, in our minds, and turn inwards, if we don't prioritize ourselves and listening to what our intuition says inwards, we will not enlighten. We will not gain the knowledge and not gain the knowledge we need. We cannot work for God if we cannot listen to our higher self, our intuition, because that is God speaking through us. So we need to isolate ourselves. We are not meant to fit in. This is what I needed to understand all my life. I'm not meant to be normal. I'm not meant to fit in. I'm not meant to be like these people. And this is a good thing. But I always punished myself. I always tried to deny it. I always was so ashamed about this thing. But this is my path. So understand that if you do not fit in, great. That's amazing. You are a soul with a special purpose. Sign number 3 is that people notice something comforting in you and they are drawn to you. Same with animals and children. This is the biggest sign you are a healer. Your energy is comforting. Every living being is attracted to light because souls are light, and in this world anything that brings you light is valued. And in this world, because there is darkness, souls are attracted to things that remind them of source. And you as a healer, essentially what you do is that you remind these beings of our home, God, source, because you hold so much this light of source. So if you feel like children love you, animals love you, random people, old people come to talk to you, to open up to you, it's a great sign you are a healer and your energy is pure. You are a high vibrational healing person. Your presence heals these people. People might tell you you have a comforting aura, or it's so nice to talk to you, or they randomly open up to you. They feel drawn to you. You attract random people towards you. Broken people especially. People with problems. Homeless people. Alcoholics. People come to you and tell them their pains, their secrets. It's because your energy comforts them. They're drawn to that. They miss home. They miss source. And you hold exceptionally much this source energy. I always wondered why as a child, other children were so attracted to me, especially the younger ones. And I was always so loving and kind towards them. They adored me. When I was in primary, there were these younger kids that wanted to be with me all the time, and I was hanging out with them. People were judging me for that, but now it all makes sense. It's because they were drawn to my light. I'm a healer. Children are very attuned to energies. And they're very drawn to people that hold a lot of light, because they're so connected to source. Same with animals. Animals, people with disabilities, like with Down syndrome, autism, neurodivergency, and children, they are the closest thing to God. They are the closest thing to God. They are very pure, so they are especially attracted to you and they like you. I work as a personal assistant nowadays, and I was in a job interview for a woman that has dementia, and I went to see this woman because I'm about to start working with her, and it was amazing to see. When I went to her, she was crying. She was feeling bad for some reason when I went to see her for the first time. But when I approached her, I talked to her, I approached her with a lot of love in my heart, a lot of grace and gentleness. And I spoke with that energy. It was flowing through me to her. And when I talked to her, suddenly she stopped crying. I felt like her mood lifted up. And I really sensed that she suddenly felt better. And it was my energy, my presence, my light. Because I know I hold a lot of light. So I approached her with my light. And suddenly she felt better. So if you have ever had this type of situations where you feel like people lift up when they see you, they open up to you, they're attracted to you, whatever, you feel like they really like you, or they tell you that you have a healing, comforting presence or whatever, or someone's mood just lifts up when you approach them, it's a sign that you are a healer. Your mere presence comforts people and heals them. The last sign is that you are artistic. You're drawn to arts, the finer things in life, beauty, things like euphoria, high vibrational things, love. You feel like you hold a lot of love in your heart. You're very loving, very gentle, very wholesome. You feel like you hold a lot of joy. People tell you that you're always so positive, joyful, whatever. You're drawn to music, vibrational therapies. You're drawn to everything that makes one feel better, more beautiful, more whole. You're drawn to Reiki, massage, whatever type of thing that raises the vibration, exercise, health, nutrition, all these things is a sign that you are drawn to transmuting darkness into light. And you are turned off by rudeness, low vibrations, everything that makes one feel bad. You don't want to hurt people. You're scared to hurt people. You're very sensitive and do not like negative energies, negativity. And you're turned off by that. And you're very affected by that. You cannot stand darkness, negativity. It's a sign you're a healer. You're meant to work with transmutation, frequencies, energy healing, whatever, art. You're meant to create art that has the possibility to heal people. Music, painting, whatever. You're drawn to those things. For example, I'm very turned off when people say rude things to each other, and when they're very negative and just bring your mood down. I'm sorry, but I want nothing to do with those people. For example, I hate when people are disrespectful, and it makes me feel like something in my stomach and heart, like, and I'm very easily affected by anything negative, any negative shift in someone's mood, tone, energy. This is a sign that you are a healer. You are meant to be in a very high vibrational state, and you're meant to transmute those negative things into higher vibrations. Thank you so much for listening. I will probably make a part 2 to signs you are a healer, to give you more information. As always, make sure to share and like and comment this video so this video can help more and more people, and my love and light can reach more and more people. I love you guys so much. I wish you everything beautiful and lovely, and we will see you in my next video. Ciao ciao.